Okay, another famous thing about Bangkok is the motorbike taxis, which really freak a lot of the tourists out. Absolutely, so it can get it's quite scary, but it's probably the fastest and the most cost-effective way to get around Bangkok, especially during the rush hour. Motorbikes, there's like a lot of motorbike taxis in Bangkok, and they are at different stations, so you can get them at the mostly, and here they know the streets very well. They know the fastest routes to get to your destination. And once you get familiar with it, it's actually not too bad as long as you ask for a helmet. I always think that because it does get quite scary on the main roads with like a lot of women a lot of times sit in a very dangerous position because of their skirt. They all sit sideways with one leg on each side of the motorcycle, which I always find incredibly dangerous. I'm quite fascinated by it, like how we can balance ourselves, and then the motorbike is like swerving its way around. Another thing about that, maybe just explaining about the motorcycle taxis, is so Bangkok had really long streets. It's not a grid system. It's kind of like the roots of a tree, like the roots will just go forever in one direction. So basically, people take the main lines, like the subway or overhead train, to their stop, and then they take the motorcycle taxi to their home. That's the most common way, to do it. And in the mornings and in the evenings, it's amazing, cause it's like whole street is just humming with motorcycles. And then you realize how popular they are when they are standing at the station and there's no motorcycles left, cause they are all being used. The next, I'd like to talk about the new things like Ubers and Grab, causing quite a bit of tension in Bangkok as expected. The motorcycle taxis and the normal taxis are not so happy about this. But I think with the election coming up, a lot of parties are trying to regulate it a little better legal to have passengers that don't have the license. So that's the main issue why the motorbike taxis are and the normal taxi drivers are quite fed up about. Well, one thing's for sure, it's very easy to get around this city.